From the Ramble Jam Podcast Network studios, it's the Diss List with Brandon Dan. 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 Had a Sharpie mic enter the chat there.
Yep.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Year.
New year, same us.
Same us.
Think we're changing from our diss list habits? No way, no how.
No, we're not.
No.
Jam-packed this year with
Yeah, we
great
are.
lists.
You said it.
We're celebrating our. This is our kind of like our anniversary. We
Is
started last January.
Did we really?
Officially on the Diss List feed.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, of course. No, I knew that.
Yeah.
Of course we
so
did.
happy birthday.
That's right. I didn't think it was that early. I thought it was like March. Shows you what
I
I
don't
know.
know. May have been.
I think it was like March or April.
You
But
don't
I could be
friggin'
wrong.
know. You don't know frick.
I guarantee you. I don't guarantee you, but I'd be willing to
you
bet
don't
it's
know
not.
frick.
I do know frick. Frick you. We do have, I think, 2 new reviews. Three
Wow.
new reviews.
Wow.
There was 3 that came in right when we stopped recording last year.
Okay.
I'll read you. How about this one? I'll read you one from Bam's TN.
Okay.
Could be anybody.
Could be anyone.
Bam's TN. It says, more Bob Buck lists, please. As a person notoriously bad at making lists or ranking things, I actually quite enjoy listening to other people do it. My one request is that you please have the king of elbows back to do another list soon. Thanks. That was Bam's TN, who says she's not good at I don't know. I don't know. They're not good at making lists, but do love the show. 5 stars.
Also, we started in May last year, so.
We started in May. You weren't anywhere near it. Happy 7-month anniversary, everybody.
Dan, what better way
You're
to
gaslighting me over here.
start
Yeah.
the new
That's
year than with a list about kids? Because,
Oh.
Dan,
You ready? We're doing Kid of the Week?
We've been with our kids for the last 2 weeks.
18 straight days.
Straight.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
I know you and we were cool, calm, collected the
No issue.
entire break.
Easy
but for
peasy.
some,
For some out
they
there.
may have found moments
Mom
where they're
and
like,
Dad can hardly wait for school to start again.
there may have been moments where you thought to yourself, gosh, that's annoying. And so is a little bit of the inspiration behind today's list. Dan, who do we have joining us to
We
talk
have
about Kid of the Week?
parent extraordinaire, Beth Ann Smith joining us with her list. This is the list. We've not even said, you just said it was a kid list, which is a weird way to start the show.
I think people got it.
Yeah, I guess. And I want it on the record now that my kids are 9 years old, kind of a joy over the holiday season.
Okay.
But I've been there. on the other side of it. Beth Ann Smith, you have twins amongst other children. Tell us what list you brought us. That's not just a random kid list.
No, it is not a random kid list. As just like the person from that review that you just randomly pulled out.
That's right.
I'm not great with lists and I'm not great with ranking things.
Wow.
I can't pick things that I like very well, but today's list is one I feel very passionately about. It is the top 10 things that kids do to annoy their parents. And as you mentioned, I do have twins amongst other kids. I have 5 children, age range from 11 to 17.
Okay.
So,
so you have a 17-year-old, which means you've
run the gamut.
You've run the gamut from 0 to basically an adult now. Yeah. In your opinion, every kid is different, of course.
Of course.
But what was the hardest age range, you think?
Well, it's different for every kid.
Wow.
I said that.
Really tough middle schoolish years for one kid were really, really difficult. There are little pockets of parenting that are difficult, like potty training is just.
Nothing's going to be as bad as that. I can tell you right now. No way, no how. Yeah. Anything else we can get through, mind over matter. That was just like purgatory.
I will say though, because Dan, you mentioned about, your kids being 9 and the break not being terrible. I'm to the point now that all of my kids are pretty self-sufficient. On the weekends or during breaks, I can sleep till 9 or 10. It's great. They can.
Yeah, you can.
Cereal. They can kind of do their own thing. We go to bed at night. We're like, hey, make sure all the lights are turned off when y'all go to bed. It's gotten a lot easier. The younger years are definitely harder. I'm glad that all of ours were kind of lumped together. not on purpose, but I gave birth to 5 children in 5 years.
God.
And so
Oh my God. So you had 5 under 6? You had 5 kids under 6 years old.
our oldest was 5 when the twins were born.
So when are you going to finally challenge yourself? That's what I want to know. 5.
I don't even,
gosh, that's
because if
insane.
5 under 6, there's a chance that all 5 of them, like, I know that potty training happens before 5,
Right.
but at 5, like my kids, there was an occasion where there could still be an accident. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there could be 5 accidents happening.
Yeah,
And if you have 5 under 6 years old, that's
But, I mean, my
insane.
my 5-year-old had an accident over break randomly. And
Yes.
it's like, where'd that come from?
No, not on routine. Like,
Yeah.
I remember one of my kids was 5 at the trampoline park and pissed himself because he didn't want to stop jumping.
Yeah, well, I mean, who
he
hasn't?
knew he needed to go to the bathroom. He was like, I just didn't want to stop jumping.
Spoiler alert. I mean, my kids are older now, and I still sometimes say, put your phone down and go to the bathroom now.
My kids were 7.5 before I stopped having a change of clothes in the car with me at all times.
Yeah. But I think it's safe to say, like, first 10 years more physically draining, next 10 years more emotionally draining. Like, just like the things that you deal with teenagers. Not looking forward to that. I worked with, we worked with teenagers. There's an emotional draining aspect to it.
I think I was built for the mental grind, the emotional grind.
You're speaking before turn though.
But I'm actually looking, I can't imagine it being harder than potty training, but maybe that's just me. But I'm fascinated by the list.
The hard thing about parenting is that, I mean, you can tell them all the things and you can tell them all the rules and tell them all the right things to do. And then they can just look at you and say, screw that. And they can do whatever they want and make bad choices.
Right.
But not my children, of course.
Mine
but
either. No way.
In theory. Okay. So we have 10 things that kids do to annoy us as parents. Let's start with number 10. What do we got, Beth Ann?
First of all, I need to kind of give you an idea of how I came up with this list and how I ranked. So there were 3 things I considered. Number 1, first of all, disclaimer, love my children. They're the best. I mean, I would step in front of a moving train for them. So just keep that in mind, children, if you do this later.
Beth Ann is going to complain, but doesn't dislike her children. We want to be very clear about that.
I'm just going to refer to any children, refer in this episode are going to just be called they, so that none of these children can say, Mom, you talked about me on a podcast and it embarrassed me. Okay. What I did was, number one thing I considered was, how frequently does this offense occur in my house?
Okay.
Number 2, do I have a particularly memorable, funny, or traumatic story related to it?
Okay.
Number 3, is this thing annoying, or does it make you a butthole?
Sure.
Yeah. Fair. Okay.
All right. So number 10 of the top 10 things that kids do to annoy their parents. Number 10 is liking food one day and then hating it the next day.
Oh my God, this is too low. This is so low on this list.
Yeah. Tell us about it, Beth Ann.
The amount of, really, it's mostly produce. The amount of produce that goes to waste because today your kid loves bananas and wants you to buy all the bananas. And then next week looks at you like, I have never eaten a banana in my life. What's wrong with you, you liar?
Yeah.
100%. And this is especially hard when you have a picky eater. One of my kids is especially picky, and you find the thing like a banana. A banana is a great example. My picky eater, for the most part, will eat bananas. Occasionally, on any given Tuesday, will be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You've lost your mind.
Look at that. You think I'm eating that? And then like you go all in, especially with a picky eater, you find out that they like the thing. You're like, buy a year's supply of it. And then of course, without fail, they'll be like, no, not anymore.
My kids are pretty great eaters. And now it's just about how particular they are about a certain thing. So they like it a certain way, which has its own whole, that's another thing altogether. But when they were younger, I couldn't believe it's mac and cheese, very specifically. Like the day, like some kids, they just eat mac and cheese every day. My kids would down 4 bowls of mac and cheese as 3.5, 4-year-olds. And the next day be like, I've never heard of her. I don't know what you're talking about. Mac and cheese sucks. And I couldn't, I had to walk out of the room. I would just start twitching. I'd just be like, You can't do this. You can't do this. You can do a lot of things at 4 years old. You can't just decide the wind is blowing south-southeast, mac and cheese sucks. This has got to be higher on this list because when you explain the rules of it, this is what I thought of two things. And this was one of the things I thought of. You can't be doing this, people. You can't. You just ate 4 bowls of mac and cheese.
Yeah. The only saving grace for this is when you have a family as large as mine.
Somebody else will.
If one kid doesn't like the banana today, then somebody else is probably going to eat the banana.
Sure.
Most of the time it's mom and dad. But it's going to get eaten. It's probably not going to go to waste, although that's not always the case. But it does come into play. Sometimes you're out in a restaurant and you order food for your kid, and then it comes and they look at it and they're like, I don't like the way that looks. And it's like, it is the same chicken that we eat at home.
Oh, yeah, that's tough. No, I've got now if we're talking about is it the right one? Now, I've got a kid who thinks he's a sommelier, but just food. He will literally take a bite and be like, this isn't right. Like, he doesn't want a burger unless it's from Five Guys. I looked up a YouTube video of a manager of Five Guys to find out how to make that. Did this 2 weeks ago. And I got a sesame seed bun, did the whole bit, and he tasted it and he went, This is how it should
what do
taste.
they do?
It's not a full smash. So you have to weigh the patty and they flip it 3 times and they half smash once.
And you got it right?
I got it right.
How about that?
But it was
Very
like
good.
such a pain to
Very
do.
good.
And I was like, this kid is ridiculous.
Good on
like
you.
just crazy. That's a different.
Great number 10, but maybe too low. High or low. It would be low. Maybe too low. We'll find out. All right, number 9. Where are we going?
Number 9 is selective memory.
Oh boy.
Number 9, selective memory. So you never told me to pick up those clothes, but also remember that time 3 weeks ago when I heard you say something about ice cream?
Oh yeah.
100%.
They're locked in. They're locked in there.
It always shocks me how much my kids simultaneously remember and don't remember things. Like they will remember the smallest detail of a passing moment, and then like a task, like you said, they'll be like, that doesn't sound right.
My dad used to call me "you said." He used to call me, he used to say my name was "you said" myself because I always would say "you said." I always say I wanted to do it myself. And I don't know if that's offensive or not. I don't know if it is, but like that was something I did all the time. Here's my thing with this one. I don't disagree with it, but I also don't think it's always on purpose. So like I'm less annoyed by this because I'm usually as someone that prides himself on having a good memory. When my kid pulls something out like this, I usually am like, you're right. I said it. Let's do it. Because I'm so impressed that they pull it out. Whereas I'm not, my kid does this thing where he's like, hey dad, can we play basketball? You remember you promised? And I'm like, first of all, son, I'd love to play basketball with you. Second of all, did I promise you that? Be honest. And he'll be like, no, you didn't promise it. He tries to tack on a "you promised," you know? Like I'll just tack it on because I know if I tell my dad he promised it, then he's got to do it. And I'm like, you can't lie about the "you promised." And so my thing is not that they do this. My thing is I think I'm less annoyed by this than the two of you are because one, I'm impressed. And two, I don't know how much of it is on purpose. If I knew that they were doing it on purpose, then I'd be real angry.
Yeah. No,
the thing is that the group text, the family group text has become crucial now that my kids are old enough.
Yeah.
And so we have the family group text with the 7 of us, and we text and we say, this is your list of chores. And they're supposed to say, okay, mom, okay, dad, or thumbs up, whatever it was. And so then it's like, well, I didn't know that was the plan. Oh, buddy.
Oh, you got receipts.
Yeah. When you got receipts, different story.
That's different.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You never said we were doing that.
Yeah.
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
When my kid tries to act like I said something earlier, and then I recall the entire conversation to him back and forth.
Yeah, you're not the one to play that with.
He like goes like, oh no, I've done it. But now he knows. And so if he brings it up, I did say it.
Dan's memory's nuts.
It's unfortunate.
Mine, I'm like, yeah, probably.
Probably trick you into all kinds of
I
stuff.
don't remember what happened a minute ago.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now? All right, number 8.
Number 8. When they wake up early on the weekends, but not on school days.
Oh my God. Can we add to this?
This is good.
Like, it doesn't matter when they go to bed, they're waking up. at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Like as long as we add that in, this is 100% on this list. Yes.
So you have a traumatic story with this one, Beth Ann?
Just all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
every day.
School mornings are the worst still. And a couple of my kids are like very heavy sleepers, very heavy. And we will go in a lot and wake up. I mean, one of these kids, bless, asked for an alarm clock for Christmas.
Oh.
An alarm clock for Christmas. Oh. Today was the first day back to school. And guess what? I walked down there, turned the light on, woke everybody up, and that alarm clock had been going off for so long.
Just no prayer.
Yeah. But I guarantee you, over the Christmas break, I would wake up in the mornings and I would hear the pitter patter of those feet as they're down there on the Xbox or on the computer or whatever, because they didn't have anywhere to be. They had nowhere to be and all day to play.
That's right.
That's very funny. One of my older brothers was so bad at waking up that he had to get a alarm clock that shot off a little like helicopter thing,
you've told me this
like
story.
a propeller that would fly across the room.
Yeah.
And the alarm clock would not go off until you got out of bed, found the propeller, and put it back into its spot.
Yeah.
So maybe look into one of those numbers right there. This is an interesting one because my kids don't typically sleep in. They're not great sleepers to begin with, but I have experienced this. There's been like a couple of days in a week where, like my oldest will sleep and I'll have to wake him up and I'll be like, okay, we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
We're moving. No. And then sure enough, the weekend comes and it's forget about it. No chance. So I get this one. And this is fair.
I just think my kids are starting to get out of this. Like one of my kids over the break slept on average till in between 9 and 10 a.m. Like he's starting to really get in a groove.
How did he do this morning?
He did great, actually.
Okay, great.
Which I was expecting a full tantrum, and he did amazing. But before this Christmas, every year it would be like, I have to drag this kid out of bed every day for school. And on Saturday morning, he's awake before me. And I don't understand. I just don't understand how your body, like I get once you wake up being excited it's Saturday. I understand that as a kid. I don't understand how you get your body to wake you up though. And just not it's just crazy to me. This is a no-brainer. I didn't think about this, but it's an absolute no-brainer.
Yeah. And I think as somebody, like I'm not a big sleeper-inner, but I do so desperately at least want my kid to sleep to 7, right?
Yeah.
And there's like, you see it on the horizon and a couple times you get closer, you're like, here we go, baby. We're there. No, you're not there. You're not there. So I like this one. Hits. This one hits home for me.
Gotcha.
All right. So far, so good.
Yeah, good list so far.
I'm not saying you're the person who left that review, but if you were,
for somebody not good at making lists, that's right.
Pretty good list so far.
You and Bam's 10, both of you.
Both of you. Okay, number 7.
Maybe it's Bam's 10. I don't know. It could be Bam's 10. I don't know.
Could be. Who knows?
Crazy. All right, number 7. Blurting out embarrassing things in public. Is that a boy or a girl? Why does that lady have a mustache? Mom, that's not true. You didn't say that, any of those things. And this also kind of dovetails into the fact that my kids don't really have a concept of time. So we'll go like to the dentist and they'll say, do you brush your teeth every day? And they're like, sometimes. And I'm like, yes, you do. You do. They say things. You're like, whoa. Or, well, when was the last time that you did XYZ? And they'll be like 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, you did that yesterday.
Yeah.
And just so loudly something that is so embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So I had 2 things come to mind immediately. I don't think this happens where I get embarrassed regularly. I think it's usually funny, but my kids were 3.5 when the pandemic hit, almost 4. And I remember us just taking nightly walks because we couldn't do anything. And one of my kids would just, if he saw anybody, he'd be like, you have coronavirus. I have coronavirus. And pointed at just point to our whole family and just yell out that we all had the coronavirus. And I just would be like, we do not. We don't. We don't. I don't know.
Yeah, you just look like a COVID denier.
That's right. Yeah.
That person will walk and be like, oh, I know that guy.
And then that same child, Lord bless him, who is the best eater and he knows flavors and tastes like I never knew at 9 years old.
Five Guys burger.
When we go out to eat, he will order the server around like he owns the joint. And it will be like, he has done this. I'm not joking. And I'm very rarely embarrassed because my children are so wonderful and amazing. And I get they're kids, but he ordered buttered noodles at a place. And you've heard this story a year ago and called the server back over and said, there's not enough butter in these noodles. And I literally was like, ignore him, ignore him. I'll deal with this.
They're perfectly fine. This isn't your
Can
problem.
you bring me more butter?
Yeah.
I've tasted and the ratio's wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get this one. I don't think it happens.
Funny.
I'm just thinking, I'm just like, they're kids, whatever. But a couple times it's happened.
That's funny. Because when you first said it, I was thinking about like embarrassing things they would say about me, which doesn't really have. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing about is that a boy or a girl, or like things about other people, like, hey, lower your voice, or just wait until later and we can talk. Like, stop talking about other people right in front of them, asking the worst questions, please and thank you. That's funny. Yeah, that's a good one. I wouldn't have thought of this one. All right, let's do one more than take a break.
I love that plan. I love it.
Number 6. What do we got?
Number 6. I don't think this is gonna resonate with you guys like it does with me. But number 6 is creating unnecessary laundry.
Oh, boy, does it resonate.
Well, as the person who does laundry for a family of 7,
God love you.
I have many times gone to the laundry hamper and started putting things in the washing machine and pulled out from the middle of the dirty clothes a stack of clean laundry. Because instead of putting the clothes in the drawer, they set them on the floor or something, and they got covered up by dirty clothes, and then it just went in the hamper. Or I
would lose my mind if that happened.
Yeah. Or I don't like the way this outfit looks or feels on me.
Now we're talking.
So I'm going to take it off.
Yep.
And I'm going to wad it up and put it on the floor instead of putting it back in the drawer. And so instead of 1 day's worth of clothes today, one person in this family, am going to produce 4 days worth of clothes in the hamper today. And so it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Somebody earlier today said to me, they're old enough to do their own laundry. And I would say, yes, in theory, but not to my standards.
They're not. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Yes.
And also to our washer and dryer we have our dryer stacked on top of our
it's a stackable. Got it.
And so our younger boys, they can't get in there. Also,
if they put their mind to it, they could get in there though.
Climb up that thing.
If we're playing hide and seek, they'll figure out.
They'll figure it out. Yeah.
Also, especially with my boys, the clothes have to be passed down. And so I check clothes, like, did the stain come out of this before I put it in the dryer? My kids are not going to do that. I don't want them doing the laundry and stain setting in. So I'm not giving the task to them. I'm going to do the laundry, but I'm just asking them to wear 1 day's worth of clothes at a time.
Yeah, that's too much.
And not put clean stuff. Not put clean stuff in with the dirty stuff. What's wrong with you?
Brain, you and I each have a son that loves an outfit.
Loves an outfit.
I have one son and you have one son, of our 2 sons each, that love an outfit. And my kid went through a phase where the only thing he loved more than an outfit was an outfit change. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if Gav's there.
He's not there. He likes to pick out his outfit, but my other one, the texture is big. Like he doesn't like the way certain shirts feel on his body, and he'll just be like, "I'm gonna put something else on underneath it."
There was a phase where my kid wanted to wear 5 outfits a day.
Heck yeah.
And as someone who, now, if it comes to non-clothes, like my wife likes to wash the shower liner and shower curtains and sheets on the bed. I would say I do under 10% of that, and that'd probably be generous. But of the clothes in the house, I do 50% of the laundry, I would say. Maybe a little bit more than that. the idea of this dude deciding he needed to show me his elf pajamas at 10 in the morning, and then his outfit choice 1, outfit choice 2, outfit choice 3, and somehow there are 10 pairs of underwear strewn across the house. I lose my, this is a huge one. I am 100% with you here. This is wild. This is like, that was the thing I didn't expect. For some reason in my head, I was like, as a kid, I remember just wearing the same thing all day.
I would fight to just wear it again the next day.
And I would just wake up, and if it wasn't gone, I would put those same pants on again the next day, like there was nothing to it. My kids,
we got to toughen up, boys, again.
We got to toughen up, man. I don't know.
Up top.
I don't know.
There we
I don't
go.
know. But I do know that I never did this many outfit changes, and I don't want to like cramp his creative spirit. And my wife is big on like, don't mess with it. And I'm like, all right, whatever. But also, bro, just keep the clothes on for a few hours at least. My goodness. Yeah. And this is the same kid who, when we start a movie of any kind, immediately takes his pants off.
Right.
He can't watch a movie with pants on. How dare you cramp his style? Watch a movie with pants on? What is this, communist Russia?
Just wait until you walk into the theater with them. It's nuts, guys. All right. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to get to the top 5 things that those kids do to annoy us here on The Diss List. With Brandon Dan. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Woo. It is great to be here.
We're a real heater here this week.
We are
Brandon.
on a heater.
It's good to be back. It's our 1-year anniversary for those that started in May and think a year is 7 months.
Top 10 things that kids do to annoy us. 10, liking food one day, hating it the next. 9, selective memory. 8, waking up early on the weekends on school days. 7, blurting out those embarrassing things in public. And 6, creating unnecessary laundry. That gets us to the top 5. Beth Ann, let's rock and roll.
I'm just going to tell you that any of these top 5 could have been interchangeable.
Wow. Okay. Because you got 2 that I think belong in the top 5.
Oh, that you've already done. I thought you were okay.
No, you've got no. I don't know her list, Brand.
I'm saying in advance.
She has 2. I don't get tomorrow's list today. She's got 2 in her 10 to 6 that I would be really high on my list. So I'm fascinated to see where we go from here.
Okay. Number 5, and there is a story that goes with this one. Not asking the other parent for help.
Yeah.
This is the story that goes with this. And this happens frequently in my house. My kids think that their dad is an incapable human, apparently, and that only I can do the things. And so this particular example that stands out in my mind, one time I was using the restroom, trying to have a few moments by myself to take care of what I need to take care of.
Yeah.
And I hear a child from another room screaming, "Mom, Mom, Mom."
Oh, classic.
I stick my head out the door and say, "I'm in the bathroom. I'll be there in a minute." I finish up. I go to find said child, and said child is sitting next to Dad on the couch. And I said, "What do you need?" And child said, "I need some water."
Yeah, heck yeah, you do. That's brutal.
I said, "Why did you not ask Daddy for water?" To which said child told me he looked real busy on his phone with that game.
That is tough.
Boy.
Wowzers.
Well, I don't.
I was on the toilet, guys.
Wow.
Now,
boy,
I do have to say this.
Is this a list of things your husband does that annoys
you?
Or what?
I think we're on a very different list right
in
now.
defense of Matt, on that day, I looked at him and I said, from this point forward, if one of our children calls my name and you are physically closer to them than I am, I need you to take care of whatever it is. And
Why
in his
did he need
defense,
that instruction?
I don't know. In his defense, I've never had to ask again.
Okay.
He's always done it.
All right, Matty
So,
Ice.
but This frequently happens in our house. There's a lot of screaming for mom.
Yeah.
And they don't even come find me. It's just the screaming for me. And they will walk, they're in the same room with them.
Do you think were you at home with them when they were young and Matt was not? Do you think that has anything to do with it?
I mean, maybe, yes, maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean,
they still shouldn't do it. Like, you're right. It would be, my kids don't do this. I will say this, my kids flat do not do this. In fact, it's probably an even dad mom call out situation. The one exception is food, because my wife, really has done an amazing job with my kids when it comes to what all the different foods they eat and how cultured they are. But she's a short order cook for my kids, and they know that. My wife, her worst fear is her kids are hungry, and she will make them. Like, if they want a snack, like, she will make them. She'll get out all the stuff, and if they ask me for a snack, I'm throwing graham crackers at their head, and they know that. And so they will not ask me for a snack unless they have no other choice, because they know the quality of the snack will be better with mom than with me. And they know that. But if it's like water or something, they're going to ask whoever's closest. There's no way they're doing this. But if that was the case, it would annoy the snot out of me. Yeah. But that didn't really happen to I don't know about you guys. That didn't happen to my
This isn't ringing a bell, but it does sound frustrating. I will say that. What a story.
Oh my gosh. I can't imagine. Being like,
oh, that's funny.
Just trying to go to the bathroom over here.
Again, another story. I got woken up on a Saturday morning. This was before they, could fend for themselves. And it was hey, mom, can you please come get me something to eat? I said, okay. I got up and I started walking out of the bedroom, and this child shut the door behind me. And I said, what are you shutting the door for? And the child said, I don't want to wake up Dad. I said, but you woke me up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Very funny.
Yeah.
It's a very funny one. Okay.
That's
all
funny.
right.
It just doesn't you know what I mean? It's one of those things where my kids are strategic. Like, if my kid wakes in the middle of the night and wants something, he's going to wake up his mom because he knows his dad's going to put him back to bed. You know what I mean? Like,
I have a variation of this, but I think I'm going to use it as like a replace.
I have a variation as well that I'm going to use it. I think you and I are going to do the same exact thing.
All right, well, we'll find out.
Because it's close to something that is the worst. So
okay, number 4.
Number 4, not taking care of the pet that they swore they were going to take care of. So in our house, we have a dog, 2 cats, and you'll love this brand, a snake.
Oof, you love a snake.
Not coming over. Why would you invite the devil into your house like that? Read the Bible.
That's my son. It's my son's snake. There have been so many times when it's like, you begged for this animal. Take the dog on a walk. Clean the litter box.
You're not helping with the snake.
No, I do not personally. All I do with the snake is take the child to the pet store to get a mouse for the snake to eat.
Classic. Mm-hmm. Got to feed him something. You know what I mean?
There is a traumatic story that goes with that. We had our child got back from spending the night with a friend and said, hey, Mom, can you pull up the camera that, is of the hallway of our house? So why? Can you see if sometime since I fed the snake yesterday, if you saw the snake leave my room? What? And the child said, turns out I didn't put the lid back on.
Nah. You gonna make it, buddy?
Brother. What's going on here?
He was like, I didn't put the lid back on the tank after I got done feeding it. And then I went and spent the night at my friend's house. And so you guys were here all night with that snake on the loose.
Snake on the loose.
Yeah.
Snake on the slither, you know what I mean?
Got out?
Got out? Did they find the snake?
Yes, the snake was in a drawer.
In a drawer. It's just, it's a little vacay, snake vacay.
So freaking stressed out. I'm stressed out right
My nephew has a snake, a pet snake. So
it's an easy pet for what it's worth, as long as they remember to put the tape.
You got to feed them live mice. I don't know how easy a pet that is. I don't have to feed my dog any live anything. Yeah.
Well, but the snake you don't have to let in and out,
So,
and you don't have to go on walks.
Here's my issue with this one. It's not that I disagree that would be annoying. I've just said no to my kids on every animal that isn't a dog. And if I could amend this slightly, which I'm going to do in my brain, to include anything that isn't necessarily an animal, then this is a huge one. So like, can we please get X, whatever it is? I promise. And I'll be like, you guys aren't ready for that yet. Or you're not ready, blah, blah, blah. No, I promise. I promise. That's a big one. Because if I know it and I just finally yield and go, yeah, you can do that. When it happens, I'm the first one there to go, no. You said you were ready for this. We're going to follow through with it and you're going to deal with it. And that's real annoying, but I know it's coming. Whereas a pet, I just am like, I don't want to even chance it. I just am like, no, unless we have 3 dogs and they're not in charge of the dogs. So like they let them out, but they're not in charge of them. I'm in charge of them. And so I don't, but if I can include everything that isn't just animals. So like, I promise, please get me this thing and I will take care of it. I can't tell you the number of the times that I've had those conversations with my kid and then they don't take care of the thing. For sure, 100%. Brian, are you right? Your kids don't have an animal that's theirs.
They don't. Yeah. They are family animals.
Yes.
But, occasionally I'll ask them to feed them or whatever.
Yeah.
But, this has not been a thing yet. But I understand. I understand the frustration here, for sure. Especially if it was a snake. I love my kids so much. Over my dead body is a snake coming in.
I mean, my kid, what he wanted for Christmas was a hamster this year, and I just looked at him and said no. Like you can at me. That's fine. I don't care. I looked at him and said no. The answer is no. The dogs would be just scheming at how to eat the hamster. You're not going to take care of the hamster. I'm not dealing with the hamster. The answer is no. Just a hard no.
Crazy.
Well, and it's amazing to us how often we will say, okay, we're in here cooking dinner or working on laundry or doing XYZ. Someone go feed the dog his dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 5 of them and not a one can
Oh man, that would drive me bonkers if I gave.
Currently, it's a like with laundry, like how you were saying it. It would cause me more work,
correct,
to have my child feed the dog on a regular basis than if I just did it. So they're not quite there yet, but they're gonna get there soon. To where I would like for them that to be a thing.
I started making my kids put away their own laundry when I started giving them an allowance. And those two things have worked very well in tandem together. Let's just say that because I can't imagine them being in charge of feeding the dog though. It would be a mess. I don't want to even, it's not worth the cleanup. I'll just
not worth the cleanup. That's right. All right. Number 3.
Here we go.
All right. Number 3. And I would love to say that I've never done this in my life, but that would be incorrect. But number 3 is purposefully annoy their siblings.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is yeah, this is a good one.
Oh, don't do that. Oh, you mean this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, your brother or your sister said, please don't, chew in my ear. Oh, you mean just like this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why? This is where that whole, is it annoying or does it make you a butthole thing?
Yeah.
Like, you're being a butthole.
You are.
Don't be a butthole.
Yeah. No, I like you giving this example made me tense up. Everything in because here's the thing is that I flat didn't do this as a kid. I literally never once, to my older brother of 2 years, who I'm sure I annoyed regularly, I never did this. If you asked me to stop doing something because it was bothering you, I either had an argument for why I needed to keep doing it or I stopped. And so when my kids do this, it is every bit of patience I have to be like, your job's to be kind. What about that was kind? I can't. It drives me bonkers. And my kids do this regularly. They will do it, and they know it. They see what's bothering the other, and they're like, I'm going to crank this up to 11. Or Dad told me to stop. I'm going to do it slightly differently. Like, this is a huge one for me. It drives me nuts, and I have to and I'm not always great. I have to sometimes apologize to my kids the way I respond, because everything in me is like, this is just basic decency that you have to learn.
One of mine is like a little mini lawyer, and will say,
yeah, I got one of those.
Do not kick your brother.
Yep.
And then I see brother get kicked, to which the child says, because then the kid's crying, so-and-so's kicking me.
Yeah.
And I didn't kick him. I hit him with my foot.
That's right. Yeah. He ran into my hand. I didn't punch him. I've been there. We've been there. We've all been there.
Yeah. I had more siblings than you did, Dan.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure.
And you're the youngest of 5.
Yeah.
You had to have done this.
Just by my existence.
Yeah.
I was annoying. So I get that. But yes, this is tough.
This is brutal.
This is tough. And
it's super fun when you're all in the car together.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. It's always in the car.
Just look out the window.
That's right.
Stop
look out the
talking.
window.
Look out the
Look
window.
out the window. Yeah. What my favorite is, it drives one of my kids will be very into a song, and the other one will sing it louder than the music. And he'll be like, Dad, can you just help me? I just want to hear it. Like, he can sing. And then that kid will go, okay, and he'll stop singing, but we'll get very animated and lip syncing it, like dancing in his face. And it's really funny, but also it pisses this brother right off. And it's like, buddy, spirit of the law versus letter of the law here. That's worse than what you were doing earlier.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Well, and one of my kids one time said there was a child in front of said child. This kid just mowed over a younger sibling. And I said, why? You made your brother cry.
Yeah.
You made your brother cry.
Yeah.
To which this child said, he wasn't watching where I was going.
Yeah, it's a pretty good comeback.
That's a great point.
That guy should be looking out for the both of us.
I hadn't thought about that. That's great. All right, number 2.
Last 2.
Number 2, this is big at my house because 4 of my 5 children are boys.
I already know where this is going. I agree 100%.
Number 2 is peeing on the toilet seat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I am an outlier in that I know that there are a lot of parents who say, teach their boys, to raise the toilet seat, put it back down, raise the toilet seat, put it back down. Look, in my house, the odds are the person that goes into the bathroom is going to need the toilet seat up. So I've never made my boys put the toilet seat back down, because the odds are the toilet seat needs to be up.
Yeah, it's math.
My daughter and I can put it down if we need it down. That's fine. Okay. But whether it's down or up, to pee on the seat or on the wall,
floor, ceiling. Have you met ceiling?
I'm like, just get some toilet paper, get a Clorox wipe out from underneath the sink, and clean it up. It's gross. Ugh.
I got to be honest. I long for the day where I can go into my kid's bathroom and it is not a urine-based Jackson Pollock. It is an absolute spray chart of urine. Yeah. It's disgusting. And it is, and they're getting better, but the progress isn't meeting my standards. They're getting better. They're way better than they were 2 years ago, 1 year ago. But it's still like, buddy, just concentrate for 30 seconds of your life. Help us all out. Help us all out. What are you doing that you can't concentrate on doing this correctly? And there's just got more important things to do.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're doing it on purpose. My kids are not doing this on purpose. That when they are peeing, they just are thinking about 18 other things and doing everything else, but do it.
They're not good enough at it, though, to be able to do that.
No.
So that's the problem.
Not at all.
They're not good enough. You
No.
gotta focus.
And if they would have the lid up always, that would help a ton mathematically. The circle's just bigger.
Right.
And they don't even do that.
Yeah.
They they're just like, whatever, man. Seat up, seat down, don't care.
It's a big one right now in the Gray house. It's tough out there, and I feel for my sweet wife. It's tough out there. She's surrounded by this, and
it's just when it's all over the floor, it's disgusting.
Yeah,
and
really
it's really, and I want to think that I've not asked my mom. I would love to think.
I know I did it.
I would love to think that I was better at this.
No,
but I guarantee you I wasn't.
Not a chance.
I'd love to think I was, but I guarantee I wasn't.
Yeah.
It's absurd. It's crazy, and we got to fix it. I don't know how, but we got to fix it.
It's part of the fall. It's part of the fall of man.
That's what. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
More than stuff like, being annoying or laundry or whatever. Like, this is like about, like, it's just it's gross.
Yeah. It's gross for you, and inconsiderate for everybody else.
Yeah, other people have to go in there and use that bathroom too, and so it's embarrassing to have people come in and say, "Can I use your restroom real quick?" And I'm thinking, I don't know. Do you want to really?
Yeah.
Really?
You don't want to do that. All right. Okay. All right. This is the big moment. Number 1. What do we got?
Number 1. It feels like the refrain of my life right now. It feels like something that I talk about all the time. That is a constant source of, for lack of a better word, nagging in my house.
I can't imagine.
And that is losing, on purpose or not, the silverware and the dishes.
What? What's going on in your house, Beth Ann? Where are they taking them dishes?
To their rooms a lot.
Okay.
If you walk into one of our children's bedroom on any given day, there are at least, 5 cups, 3 bowls.
No.
A plethora of spoons and forks. Yes.
Dude, that's like my snake in the house. Are you kidding me right now? Are you joking? I'd just rather, let's just burn it down. Let's burn the room down. What are we doing?
We can walk in and say, take the dishes. And so what happens is that the children who are these offenders who do this think, well, I'm too lazy to go downstairs and take these dishes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them somewhere in my room so that mom and dad don't see them.
Right.
And so then they get stuck there and they get forgotten about. And so we frequently have to say, guys, we are missing so many cups. Go to your room right now and open every drawer, look under your bed. Look everywhere for cups. We need cups. The child who's of driving age, sometimes they're in the car. But I will tell you, and this is a story that still angers me. I mean, it angers me every time I think about it. One time, we were helping a child clean their room because they were not getting it done on their own. And I walked in and just in moving things around, picked up a trash bag that was being used to throw things away and heard something and was like,
oh no.
Okay. And I start digging through the trash bag. There's trash. There's like, actual trash in the trash bag. And at the bottom of that trash bag are actual metal utensils and plastic plates. Because the child didn't want to take them to the kitchen. The child just thought, I'll throw them away.
They'll get new ones. It's fine.
It's very funny.
That my parents received as a wedding gift.
Oh my God. That's so good.
The fine
My
china.
mom
So
got
good.
flatware that they got when they got married. I'll just throw it away. It's fine.
Oh my goodness. You got to pick your battles as a parent. And a battle that I'm willing to pick is you're not eating in your room. You're not doing it. I'm not cleaning up after you. I'm not cleaning your bed. I'm not. Will not. Now, I am sure my kids have snuck candy in their room, and occasionally I've found some evidence of that, and I've let it slide because by and large, they don't eat in their room. You 100% can't take any dishes or silverware to your room. You've lost your mind. Won't happen. This is hard for me because my kids do lose stuff regularly. Where's your water bottle? We go through 10 water bottles a year. at least, minimum. But dishes and silverware, I don't think we've lost one because I'm not messing with that. I'm not doing it. And my wife's not doing it, and that is fine by me. But if I was in your boat and that was not a big thing for me, and I let my kids in there, and then I saw them throwing away dishes, I would start twitching. I would be losing it. You lose dishes around your house?
No, I don't. This is very funny though. I did absolutely do this though as a teenager, who was basically in his room all the time playing music, recording stuff. I would just go and eat in my room. And I would just throw those plates under my bed and deal with it when I deal with it. And
let the chips fall.
And I would do that as well. I would let the physical chips fall. And so
the fish and chips fall. That was good.
It didn't bother me as a kid doing it, obviously, but I can absolutely put myself in the shoes of my parents and acknowledge that's tough. That's tough.
My boy Brian Harold, who also shares my hatred of eating in bed, like he talks about it.
You think it's my worst?
It's your worst trait. There's no question about it.
That I eat in my bed.
Like it's absurd.
Yeah.
It's abhorrent. And when I'm gone, my wife will eat in our bed. She doesn't care. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. But Brian has got to be shuddering somewhere if he's listening to this. Like
he felt the shudder, but he doesn't know why.
I can't. That's crazy.
Oh man! All right.
We've also had to purposefully throw away some dishes because, like a container that got taken to school for a lunch or whatever got shoved down in a backpack. And by the time it came home, it was beyond help.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just easier to throw it away. Even as an adult, it's like, you know what? I could do the hard work.
We're trying to take care of the earth, but sometimes that plastic's got to go.
Brother.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You said it. All right. An interesting number one.
An interesting number one. But a great list overall, Beth Ann. I'm not lying. Great list.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. We will make our changes and see what happens here on the Dis List.
With Brandon Dunn. Yeah.
Woo.
Man.
You know what? Casey came by. I didn't tell you this.
You didn't tell me. Yeah, Casey is not here today, which is crazy.
Casey came over for New Year's Eve.
Oh. You guys mended fences.
We did. We had a wonderful time. I haven't seen him since.
Wow. Interesting.
But he had a great time.
Yeah.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah. He put in his vacation time.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He saw it coming from a mile away.
It just said fleur de lis. It just said fleur de lis. In the description, it just said fleur de lis.
And I don't know what
that means.
But
that's what it said.
The moment he put that vacation notice in the day after I invited him for New Year's Eve.
Also weird, and I'm not great about it, but we have JC in who's leading the show. Not the big boy JC, just a JC. Yeah.
Just a JC.
Yes, and I'm talking about JC Chazé, of course.
Yes, that's right.
That's the big one.
Yeah,
that's the man upstairs. He lives in an upstairs loft. JC Chazé does. That's right.
This JC,
not that JC, not the big man.
Not Jesus Christ.
No,
this guy's an atheist.
No, he's an atheist. He doesn't believe in JC Chazé.
No, he does not. He hates.
We gotta do stuff.
Okay. All right. Number 10. A quick reminder. Number 10. Liking food one day, hating the next. Number 9. Selective memory. Number 8. Wake up early on weekend, not on school days. Number 7. Blurting out embarrassing things. 6. Creating unnecessary laundry. 5. Not asking the other parent for help. Number 4. Not taking care of a pet when they swore that they would take care of it. Number 3. Purposely annoying siblings. Number 2. The pee on the toilet seat. And number 1. Losing that silverware and them dishes. Dano?
Yeah, ma'am.
Make some changes.
Okay. I'm going to replace the 2 I'm going to replace. Number 1, I'm going to replace selective memory. I get it. I understand why it's on your list. For me, I'm either very impressed with the memory or I'm not sure if he's doing a bit or not. And I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. In my house, maybe he did not remember, but I get it. I get it for sure. I'm replacing that with one that is near and dear to my heart. Singing competing songs. My 2 children both decide they would like to sing a song. Good. Express your joy, bro. Do your thing.
Not at the table,
sing all day long, every day.
All days.
I'm singing constantly. You want to sing.
It's the best way to spread Christmas cheer.
For singing loud for all to hear. But as soon as one of my kids starts singing, the other kid either wants to do a run on that one or he wants to choose a song and try to sing it louder. And now we got a mess on our hands because now not only do I have to stop both of them from expressing their joy, now they're mad at each other because they're singing competing songs. And maybe that's a twin thing because sometimes they'll sing together and they'll like harmonize and stuff and it's beautiful. But other times it's like, he can't have the spotlight. He's coming in with K-pop Demon Hunters. Back out of the way, I'm coming in with some Mufasa. Like, it is crazy how my kids will...
You always wanted a brother, not this one.
That's right. Deliberately and with full malice go, I'm going to sing a different song and louder. Pretty brutal. Like, and when I go, hey, like sometimes like one of my kids will be done with the verse, into the chorus, about to hit the bridge, and the other kid will just start belting. I'll be like, buddy, can you let him finish and then you can go? We'll take turns. And he looks at me like I'm the rudest person in the world. I like singing competing songs has to be on this list. Got to put it on here. The other one I'm replacing is not asking one parent for help. Now, I can imagine that this is a big one, not only for you, but for a lot of moms out there who the dad unfortunately just doesn't get asked for whatever reason, doesn't get asked. And so taking this off is probably a dad move on my part, and I'm sorry. But what I'm replacing with, I think, has to be on this list. It's triangulation. My kids are so bright, and both of them know they are nuanced, and they know if they get caught doing this, they're going to lose whatever they're asking for. Are nuanced. They have their PhDs in triangulation. Like finding a line where they ask me for something and I say no, and then asking a slightly different question to my wife that isn't the exact same thing, but it is, to where she will maybe say yes or reverse it depending on what it is. If it's food, they're going to get a no from me and a yes from my wife. If it's like a movie to watch, they're probably going to get a yes from me, a no. So like they know, and to try to pit my wife and I against each other and them doing that has to be on this list. I did that all the time as a kid. As you can imagine, like trying to figure out the hoops to jump through and the order to go in to get to do the thing I wanted to do. My kids are so good at it. And it is so infuriating when you get caught in that moment because there's no reason you can't get mad at anybody. Now, you can get upset that your kid kind of disobeyed, sort of, but you look at your wife and you're just like, we got had by a couple of 9-year-olds. We got had by a couple of 9-year-olds, and it drives me nuts. Are you in on do your kids do this?
I've made the same change.
Okay.
Same exact change.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than hearing your kid go to the other parent. There is nothing that makes the blood boil more than I just answered you and you didn't like the answer and I hear you.
Or
and
this has happened.
I'm
I'm on a project and my kids like to help. Like I was putting together a new smoker and my kid's helping me. The other kid comes in who's not helping me. And one of my kids, we're concentrated. He asked me offhand, can we do something? And without like just robotically, I just say yes. And I hear my wife in the other room go, Jay, like she knew exactly what happened. She knew what was going on. You know what I mean? So like this one is like probably our version of the asking for help. So those two have to be on this list. So I put them on and I took out selective memory and only asking one parent for help. The switches that I made, I moved losing the silverware dishes because I can imagine it would be annoying, but also it never happens to me. All the way down to number 6, and I moved creating unnecessary laundry up to 1.
Wow.
If I'm being honest with you, purposefully annoy siblings, pee all over the place, and creating unnecessary laundry, those are the 3 in any order. Now, I personally would put pee all over the seat 1, but I couldn't do that and get everything I wanted. So I moved creating unnecessary laundry probably a tick higher than it needed to go to get my top 3. The purposely annoy siblings, pee all over the seat, and creating unnecessary laundry, those are the top 3 for me. The other switch I made was liking food one day, hating it the next. I moved up to 4, and move down not taking care of the pet they swore they would, because for me, that's an all play. Not taking care of the whatever you asked for, the Nerf gun, the bow and arrow, the walkie-talkie, the whatever you asked for, I moved that down to 10. So here's my list, Beth Ann. Number 10, not taking care of the pet or thing that they asked for. Number 9, singing competing songs, Lord help me. Number 8, wake up early on weekend, but not on school days. Number 7, blurting out embarrassing things in public. Number 6, losing the silverware dishes. Number 5, triangulation. Number 4, liking food one day. Nope. Yeah. Liking food one day, but hating it the next. Number 3, purposely annoy your sibling. Number 2, pee all over the toilet seat. Number 1, creating unnecessary laundry. That's my list. What do you think?
Very good.
Thumbs up.
I like it.
Got a thumbs up. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Interesting. The triangulation thing does not happen that much at our house.
Okay.
Because my husband and I are both very non-committal people. Neither of us like to make decisions. So in general, when our kids ask us, hey, can we do such and such? Our answer is almost always, I don't know, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
We're not yes or no people. We're both that way. So our default is, I don't know, I'm going to have to talk to dad about that. I don't know, I'm going to have to talk to mom about that. And so our kids don't try to play us against each other all that much, because they know that very rarely, unless it's something basic, like, I don't know. Can I go play next door at the neighbor's house right now because I'm done with my homework or whatever? But on big things, especially, they just know that, look, can I have a friend come over or whatever? I mean, I'm just like, I don't know. I haven't talked to your dad about it.
Yeah. I'm a big we'll see guy. Like, I'm a big, like, we'll see, maybe, talk to me later. My wife is not, but I will say they don't try this anymore unless it's those like routine, mundane things that they're trying to sneak in.
Yeah.
They don't try it now that they're 9, and Sarah and I have kind of learned the ropes of that. They don't try it. They used to try it all the time when they were 6, 7. Like they used to try it all the time when they were younger. They just did. Yeah. Now they don't try it nearly as much.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I did the same thing, going over your head to another parent. I replaced the same one because it felt like it was in tandem. So I replaced the not asking the other parent. And then I flipped that down and moved wake up early on the weekends, but not on school days up, because I feel it in my soul right now.
Yeah.
And it's just really bothering me.
Yeah,
and then I moved pee all over the toilet seat to 1.
Good.
I moved the silverware down to 2, and then I replaced it outright.
What?
Because I haven't experienced it. And
replace number 1.
And that was me as a kid. And you know what, Mom? Sorry, not sorry.
Wow.
I don't feel bad about it at all.
You're a 5th kid and you're not sorry for it?
So I have replaced
it. What a D-bag move.
I've replaced it with something that maybe it's because I'm coming out of the holiday season, right? And I'm home with my kids all the time. One of the things that's frustrating is your kids, they get a bunch of toys for Christmas, a bunch of things to play with and have fun. And then on the 26th, 27th, moving onward, they come down and they say, I'm bored. How dare you?
You don't hit them with an "I'm dad, nice to meet you"? It's pretty straightforward.
Of course. But the saying "I'm bored," especially after the holiday season, it's really grinding the gears right now. That was the thing. And my oldest he would say it every day. He would say, "I'm bored," and I'm like, "That's tough. That's tough, kid. Go figure it out." Because I can tell you, if you want me to list off the things you got for Christmas that you could play with currently, I could do that if you want me to. So I'm adding that to the list, and I'm replacing the silverware situation. So here's what I got. I've got liking food one day, keeping it at 10, selective memory at 9, the triangulation, if you want to say it that way, at 8, 7, blurting out embarrassing things, 6, creating unnecessary laundry, 5, I've moved up, the waking up early on the weekends, 4, not caring about the pet, 3, annoying siblings, 2, saying I'm bored, number 1, peeing all over that seat. You've got a choice to make, Beth Ann. I got rid of your number 1. I got rid of your number 1.
Got rid of it.
I'm not anticipating winning this one.
And then told his mom he wasn't sorry. He's the youngest of 5.
That's right.
If your youngest of 5, when they were 34 years old almost, said they just weren't sorry?
Yeah.
After doing that? Are you
No.
kidding me?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
This is so much harder than I thought it was going to be. Just a little peek behind the curtain. I came into this fully thinking like, boy, I'm just choosing brand no matter what.
Yeah, I think that's
And
fair.
then I said,
and
I'm
he
not
really,
sorry.
really
And
made
then
that tough.
And then I said, I'm not sorry. I said, I'm
He got
not
rid of
sorry
it.
to my mom. So
there's that. Man, this is so tough. Also, I mean, I know, things have been crazy over the holidays and stuff, and the graphics department didn't show up today. So
It's wild.
if I had a visual,
no, I understand.
then, but whatever. Yeah, this is tough. Oh, man. Oh.
What do you think about I'm bored versus singing competing songs? Because that's really the only two differences. The big difference in the replace is he took out your one. That is, but on the I'm bored versus singing competing songs front.
We've never experienced the singing competing songs thing at our house. I do hear I'm bored a lot. It doesn't bother me. I'm just like, well, that stinks.
Yeah, I know. I've always been a sucks for you kind of person on that one.
Go be bored by yourself somewhere else.
That's exactly. It sounds like a personal problem. Like it really 100% does.
Yeah, no, it is.
So, man, this is so hard.
It sounds like you like the one I put in better, and I didn't take out your one, Beth Ann. You just don't want me to win.
Let her.
This is all this. You just don't want me to win, and that's fine. If you want to make a spite pick, you know that's not going to bother me. I'm gonna sleep just fine tonight. You do your thing. Are you wearing earrings with your own initials on?
I noticed that earlier.
I wonder who that is. Oh, thank God. The initials are right there.
Well, she loses
Is it a monogram? Oh, my God. Full East Tennessee.
Yeah. Well,
wowzers.
She loses it. It loses the.
Yeah, sorry. Whenever you're ready, Beth Ann.
Yeah, I mean, this has to go to Dan.
Yeah.
It has to go to Dan. Yeah.
There you go.
Great work, buddy. Starting off the year right.
Man, that's right. And on our year anniversary, nonetheless.
That's right.
Beth Ann, you were great. Thank you so much. It's fantastic.
So much fun.
Yeah.
You crushed it. And we're very appreciative. And shout out to your kids,
Thanks. And hey, I'm pretty proud of myself because for a person who's never met a comment she didn't want to make, I mean, this is about an hour-ish, guys.
You nailed it. You nailed it. I probably added more to that than anybody else.
You did a great job.
Crushed it, and we were running late, too.
That's right. We're going to be back next week with another list to diss, so come on back for that. Until then, well, maybe Casey will be back, too. I don't know. Until
keep dissing those lists.
Keep dissing. Bye, diss list. It's the diss list with Brandon Dunn.